me talk about this fucking Ian Rotten.
All right, let's get out of the way now.
Talk about another guy that needs to be dropped out of a fucking helicopter screaming. This fucking fat motherfucker. Here's the deal. He's poisoned my hometown. He's poisoned wrestling in Louisville, or he did until we brought it back. But several weeks ago, there's this free weekly entertainment paper in Louisville called Leo, Louisville Eccentric Observer. And in this paper, they did an article on his goddamn quote-unquote wrestling promotion. Barbed wire, baseball bats. Look at, he's a human scar. He's got these poor fucking guys who will never make it in the business, who he fucking entices into doing this goddamn shit. We're hardcore. We're fucking, yeah, we're better than everybody else. They're cutting themselves with broken glass. They're snapping mouse traps on each other. They're staple gunning their tongues to the fucking turnbuckles. So this paper does this story. Fans bring the weapons. They're hitting each other with VCRs. They're really hitting each other. Guess what, folks? Doesn't take any talent to do that. I can hit a motherfucker as hard in the head with a baseball bat as almost anybody else. That don't mean I'm Ric Flair. They do a story. In front of 75 people in a warehouse, these fucking guys are mutilating themselves, and Ian Rotten and his fucking shyster business partner are making any money there is to be made off of it because they ain't paying the guys none. And I'll be honest with you, OVW doesn't pay the guys much either, but we don't ask them to fucking cripple themselves. And we're training them for a career where they will make money. So they do this story. So I wrote a letter basically saying, this is my hometown. I have experience in wrestling. I know wrestling. I've been here, I've been there, I've done this. My credentials. For the people who don't know anything about wrestling, I want them to know I know what I'm talking about. And then I said, please don't call this professional wrestling. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm as embarrassed as you people are to hear that people will actually slice themselves up with barbed wire and broken glass for the entertainment of 75 people in a fucking warehouse. And don't think that OVW has anything to do with this, because they're a PR nightmare for us in our hometown. We're doing business with Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. We're doing business with one of the biggest radio stations in town. We're doing business with goddamn sponsors, businesses, legitimate people. I don't want them to pick up Leo. They don't know too much about wrestling. They say, and they go, fuck, Junior, you ain't going to see that shit. They're pissing in our fucking pool. They're an embarrassment. They're a disgrace. So I write this letter and I say, here's what they are, and here's what we are. Don't confuse us with them. OneWrestling.com picks it up. Combat Zone Wrestling, whoever the fuck they are, I think they're the same kind of thing as Ian, only maybe with a little bit bigger budget, and fuck them too. While I'm talking about it, fuck you, Combat Zone Wrestling. You know what? I can knock somebody just like this, and it'll be all over the world. But if I praise somebody, or if I say something good about something, nobody gives a shit. Fuck you, Cornette. You like it? Fuck you. But if I knock somebody, so I'm going to knock you. Fuck you, Combat Zone Wrestling. Never been anybody, never going to be anybody. I've sold more tickets in my sleep than you will in your lives. And I ain't even nobody. So it's all over OneWrestling.com. It's all over goddamn the internet, everywhere. People's websites. It's a little entertainment fucking paper that they hand out for free in Louisville. But now everybody's making a big deal over it. Something to say about somebody. Then Ian responds. Then somebody, Torch calls me for a fucking quote. Am I fucking Oliver Wendell Douglas on Green Acres, or is it not obvious to everybody in the fucking world that if you're goddamn stupid enough to fucking slice yourself up with broken glass and fucking roll around in barbed wire and goddamn staple leeches to your fucking arm, that you're a goddamn idiot? You're a fucking moron. For $100,000 a year, you're still a fucking moron. I can't say it any plainer than that. Has nothing to do with athletic ability, has nothing to do with showmanship, has nothing to do with intelligence, has nothing to do with anything other than you have a morbid need to be recognized as someone in any fucking field of endeavor, to the point where you will mutilate yourself in a warehouse in front of nobody for goddamn nothing. Fuck you, you fucking goofs. Jesus. And this fat fucker's over there pissing in my goddamn pool. There's one thing in the world that I know, and that's professional fucking wrestling. And I try to be good at it, and I respect it, and I want everybody to succeed. But not these goddamn idiots that all they do is when somebody sees this, they say, oh fuck, I don't want my kids to see that, I don't want my wife to see that, I don't want my cousin to see that. It's fucking embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. Am I the only one to fucking register that? Or am I the only one to say it? I'm going to piss and I'll tell you about it.